Hello, and thank you for joining us in this video dedicated to App Store optimization, commonly known as ASO. I'm Valeria, and I'm here to share my expertise in ASO, helping app developers and marketers enhance their app's visibility and performance in app stores, leading to increased free traffic from App Store searches. I'll explain everything for complete beginners in this topic using simple words and clear examples. But if you already know the terms well, you can still benefit from this video by gaining insights into the details of app optimization for different app stores and discovering free ASO tools. ASO is crucial for any app, aiming to improve its ranking in search results and increase its chances of being found by users. This process involves a blend of textual and visual optimizations, each playing a vital role in attracting and convincing users to download your app. Let's break down ASO into its two main pillars. First up, textual optimization. Think of it as SEO, but specifically designed for the app world. The goal here is to pinpoint exactly what potential users are typing into search bars when looking for apps similar to yours. Take a children's game, for instance. You'd want it to pop up for searches like applications for children, children's application, or game for toddlers. To make this happen, we'll compile a semantic core filled with keywords and phrases closely related to your app. These will be carefully selected based on how relevant they are to what your app does and how frequently they're being searched, making sure your app rises to the top of search results, where it's easily spotted by your intended audience. Moving on to visual optimization. Now that your app is out there and easy to find, we shift gears towards enticing those viewers to hit the download button. Here's where visuals make their grand entrance. A striking app icon, captivating screenshots, and an engaging promotional video are your best bets for drawing in those potential users. But it's not just about looking good. These visual elements must also clearly communicate the unique features and advantages of your app, effectively convincing users that this is the app they've been searching for. So, to sum it up, an ASO specialist ensures that your app is easily discoverable and attractive to users, encouraging them to download it. Today's focus is on the textual aspect of ASO, emphasizing the strategic selection and use of keywords in your app's metadata to enhance its search visibility in the App Store and Google Play. We will delve into the essentials of keyword research and prioritization, aiming to optimize your app's textual content for better discovery and downloads. By the conclusion of this guide, you'll have a solid framework for implementing a robust textual ASO strategy, ensuring your app stands out and connects effectively with your desired audience in the bustling app marketplace. Today, let's explore the concept of keyword in the world of App Store optimization. You can also call it a search query or search term. Simply put, a keyword is a word or group of words that people type into the search bar of an app store when they are looking for an app. This could be anything from a single word to a short phrase that describes what your app does or its main features. For a fitness app, terms like workout planner, fitness tracker, home exercises, and yoga for beginners are keywords that underscore the app's main features, which users commonly search for when looking for such an app. Keywords act as a link between your app and users who might be interested in it, helping them find your app among many others available. We'll also use the term app metadata, which refers to essential details about your mobile app, such as its title, keywords, and description, where we'll strategically insert relevant keywords. We'll look at textual optimization, a main way to make your app rank higher in app stores by using the right keywords. These keywords are part of something called the semantic core, which are words and phrases that describe your app well and match what people search for. Using these keywords helps people find your app more easily, making it more likely they'll download it. We will go through this in 3 steps. Collection of a semantic core. This step involves gathering a comprehensive list of keywords and phrases that not only accurately describe your app, but also cover all topics and features related to it. The semantic core is the foundation of your app's textual optimization, encompassing everything potential users might type into the search bar when looking for apps like yours. How can you do this effortlessly? You'll find out from this video. Prioritization of keywords. Once you have your semantic core, The next step is to prioritize these keywords based on their relevance to your app and their potential to attract users. This involves analyzing search volumes, competition levels, and the alignment of each keyword with your app's functionalities and user benefits. Creating good app metadata, including choosing the right keywords and following each app store's rules, is very important. It helps more people find your app when they look for related things in stores like Apple's App Store or Google Play. Using the right keywords and following these rules can make your app show up higher in search results, making it easier for people to find and want to download it. Later in this video, I will tell you about the rules for creating metadata for the Apple App Store and Google Play Store. Textual optimization is a strategic, long-term investment that guarantees a continuous stream of organic traffic. Organic traffic in ASO means users who find your app naturally on app stores without paid advertising. They discover it through searches, recommendations, or top charts, showing genuine interest and often leading to more downloads without paid promotions. Another important term we need is indexation. Indexation, in simple words, means that when users search for specific keywords on App Store's search bar, your app shows up in the search results for those keywords. This means the app is indexed for this keyword. When an app is indexed for a variety of relevant queries, it reflects the effective work of an ASO specialist. No need to worry. I'll explain how to check your app's indexing in different countries without having to manually enter the query each time. Despite my analogy between ASO and SEO, it's crucial to understand their differences. Mobile users often display behavior that can be described as seeking quick and easy solutions, which significantly impacts how keywords should be approached in ASO versus traditional SEO strategies. Mobile users tend to use shorter keywords and phrase their queries differently compared to web users. Utilizing SEO tools for keyword research and app optimization can lead to ineffective prioritization of keywords due to the distinct nature of web versus mobile traffic. Therefore, it's advisable not to use traditional web SEO tools for your app's optimization. Believe me, there are numerous ASO specific tools available, many of which are free, designed to cater to the unique dynamics of mobile app stores. Today, I'll introduce you to several ASO tools that can simplify and enhance your app optimization process. These tools not only facilitate a more accurate and efficient keyword research, but also offer insights into competitor analysis, keyword tracking, and optimization recommendations. I'll also share tips on free tools that can provide significant value without adding to your costs, ensuring you can optimize your app effectively and swiftly. By focusing on ASO-specific strategies and tools, you can ensure your app is not only discovered by your target audience, but also stands out in the crowded App Store environment. All right. Let's now get into the practical part of this. Believe me, with the modern ASO tools available, it's much simpler than it might seem. I'll be using the ASOMobile service. I'll provide a link to it in the description. To begin, we need to add an app. To do this, simply click on the large green button plus application. You can add your own app, search for it using a keyword, now you know what that means, or simply paste a link to the app. Don't worry if you don't have your own app. It's not a problem. You can add any app from the search results, and you won't need any special access. For instance, you can even add a competitor's app that's already successful in your niche. You can add multiple apps from either Google Play or the App Store, and in the free plan, you have access to 2 apps. You can also switch between them as needed. Let's start with the most basic free tool called Keyword Monitor, which you can find in the ASO section. This tool helps you make a list of keywords. When you add keywords from other search tools, they will appear here. Here you'll find important metrics such as traffic, which indicates the popularity of a keyword, how many people search for it daily. The rank metric tells you where your app stands for a particular keyword. In simple terms, if you were to search for that keyword in the selected country, it would reveal your app's position in the search results. Sure, once you've completed your ASO, you can keep an eye on how your app's rankings change using a graph. By the way, to add words to the graph, just click the checkbox. Another important thing to consider is Apple Search Ads, which tells us how popular a keyword is in the App Store ads. This popularity rating can range from 5 to 100, where 5 means it's not popular at all, and 100 means it's very popular. I'm not sure why they start at 5 instead of 0, but that's how they do it. Another useful aspect to check here is the relevance of the keyword. You can do this by clicking on the 3 vertical bars next to the keyword, and it will show you the search results as if you had typed in that keyword in the App Store search for your chosen country. If you see apps that are similar to yours in the search results, it means the keyword is a good fit for your app. By the way, this is also a great way to identify your competitors. Just click the plus sign, and their app will be added to your list of competitors, which will come in handy later. Let me give you an example of why checking relevance is important. If you have a food delivery app, you might think the keyword restaurant is a good fit. However, users searching for this keyword are actually looking for a children's game, not a food delivery service. So, it's important to make sure the keywords you choose match your target audience. Let's dive into the search for keywords, starting with some free tools. The first tool we'll explore is Text Analyzer, which can help you discover keywords within any text. You can use the description of your app. By default, you'll see the description of the added app. But I recommend adding descriptions from multiple competitor apps to find as many keywords as possible. Alternatively, you can input reviews, articles related to your app's theme, and more. Anything relevant to your app's topic. In essence, you can analyze any text, and I'll show you how it works. You can find the Text Analyzer tool in the ASO section. Next, choose your target country. For example, I want to analyze the app description for a fitness app in the United States. Then click Analyze. As you can see, Text Analyzer has identified all the keywords from this text. It shows keywords with traffic, meaning these are not just random words, but keywords that users are actually searching for in the App Store. Here you'll find single-word queries, 2-word queries, 3-word queries, and sometimes even 4-word queries, known as long-tail queries, which can be beneficial for indexing. Text Analyzer has already found many keywords that we can use for our semantic core. Adding them is straightforward. Simply click the plus sign next to a keyword, and it will be added to the keyword monitor, which I showed you earlier. The next tool I want to introduce is called Keyword Suggest. This tool is quite helpful for ASO beginners. It provides App Store suggestions, which are basically keyword suggestions that appear when users start typing in the App Store's search bar. These suggestions are keywords that users commonly search for, and they can simply click on the suggestion instead of typing the full query. Mobile users often prefer this convenience, so these suggestions receive a lot of traffic. Therefore, we can use these suggestions to find keywords that have traffic potential. The best part is that this tool is also free. Let me show you how it works. In the Keyword Suggest tool, I entered the keyword fitness, and it gathered all the keywords that begin with fitness. These suggestions are provided by the App Store in this case, as we are using app examples from the App Store. If you wanted to see suggestions for Google Play here, you would need to select Google Play app. You can see the traffic and positions of the apps, and you can add these keywords to Keyword Monitor list to build your semantic core. This tool is really useful for finding keywords. Imagine you've already uncovered a list of keywords that your competitors utilize with the help of Text Analyzer. You have a basic understanding of the main words related to your app. Well, you can put those keywords into this tool, and it will suggest even more keywords that are related to your app's topic. Plus, it shows you how many people are searching for these keywords, which helps you choose the best ones. With the combination of these 3 tools, Keyword Monitor, Text Analyzer, and Keyword Suggest, you can do ASO for free. Now, I'll quickly talk about some paid options that can make your life easier. This is suitable for those who want to speed things up and for those who need a keyword limit to do ASO in different countries. But don't worry, there's a trial period, and I'll give you my 40% discount code, ASO Beginner. You can view it on your screen and also duplicate it within the description. With my code ASOMobile, affordable for everyone, even if you're just starting as a developer. After that, we'll cover how to use these keywords in your app's description on the App Store and Google Play. Let's start with the App Keywords tool, which is the most basic ASO tool for finding keywords and checking if your app is visible in search. In the Indexation tab, you'll see the keywords your app is indexed for in the chosen country. When users type these words into the App Store search bar, they can find your app. Here you can see the position, traffic, and other important metrics for each keyword. We'll add the relevant ones to our keyword monitor list. Next, explore the other tabs here and add relevant keywords to your list. I want to point out that the Suggestions tab is generated based on the keywords you've already added to the keyword monitor. The more keywords you add, the more you'll see in this tab. It works similar to the tool Keyword Suggest I showed you earlier, but here you don't need to enter keywords manually. You see all suggestions related to your keywords at once. Another fantastic tool to consider is the Keyword Finder. It uses a different search principle for keywords and is ideal for new apps. If you've struggled to find sufficient keywords with the App Keywords tool, I suggest giving Keyword Finder a try. What stands out to me is its variety of tabs, each organizing keywords based on distinct criteria. For apps that have already garnered numerous downloads, the Popular tab offers valuable insights. Meanwhile, the long tail or low competitive tabs could be particularly beneficial for newer apps. Explore each tab carefully. The more keywords you find and add to your metadata, the more visibility your app will have. Even add keywords with low traffic. They're called low frequency. They're usually less competitive and easier to rank for in search results, which is especially relevant for new apps. Another favorite tool of mine is found in the Competitors section, and it's called Spy Keywords. This tool allows you to view the indexing of all competitors simultaneously. To add more competitors, simply click the Plus Competitors button. You can either paste a competitor's link or find by the name of the application. However, I want to remind you of my preferred method, clicking the 3 lines next to the relevant keyword and adding the top search results apps. This approach is effective because the top results usually belong to popular apps that already have optimized ASO and numerous keywords. I like to include as many competitors as possible to gather a wide range of keywords. Then, select which competitors you'd like to monitor. Now, you'll see a list of keywords indexed by your competitors along with their positions. Your app will stand out in a green box. If there are other apps ranking higher in search results, they'll be highlighted in green. But if they're ranking lower, they'll show up in red. This makes it easy to compare your app's position with that of your competitors. Ideally, your app should consistently rank higher than your competitors. By the way, I almost forgot to show you the sorting and filtering options, which are incredibly useful for keyword research. You can access the filter button to refine your results based on specific criteria. I often filter by traffic value to focus on more popular keywords. Additionally, you can sort the data by clicking the arrows next to each column. Personally, I find sorting by the competitors in top 50 column particularly helpful, as it indicates the number of competitors ranking for each keyword. I typically filter from highest to lowest. The more competitors are indexed, the more relevant the keywords. Conversely, I sort from lowest to highest to find less competitive keywords. In my opinion, this tool is very effective for keyword research. The key is to add relevant and popular competitors. Now that we've gathered all the possible keywords, let's head back to the Keyword Monitor, our keyword list and semantic core. Here, we'll review the keywords to ensure they're all relevant. If you come across an unsuitable keyword, just click on the trash can icon and it'll be removed from your list. If you need to prioritize the number of keywords, then focus on traffic and search ads. As for how many keywords should be there, it's hard to give a precise number because it depends on the niche. Some niches might have over 500 keywords, while others might have as few as 50. So, it varies. However, typically, there aren't as many keywords as in SEO for websites, where there can be thousands and thousands of queries. I've had experience optimizing websites, and honestly, I find optimizing apps much more enjoyable. Now let's move on to optimizing metadata for app stores. Let's start with Google Play. One major difference between Google Play and the App Store is that in Google Play, users can see all the fields where you put information about your app, whereas in the App Store, some fields like keywords are hidden. Therefore, in Google Play, we need to organically insert keywords into the text so that it remains readable and understandable for users. Additionally, it's crucial to use keywords multiple times in Google Play to show they're relevant to your app and should appear in searches. The most important place to use keywords is in the title, which is limited to 30 characters. That's why we choose the best keywords that describe our app the most, as this title shows up everywhere, including in search results. Another place where you can include keywords is the short description, which is limited to 80 characters. While not as crucial for indexing as the title, it's still indexed by the market, so it's essential to incorporate keywords here as well. It also affects conversion rates since it's instantly visible on the app page and is read by users who prefer not to read the lengthy full description. Now let's talk about the full description on Google Play. Here, the limit is 4,000 characters, so you can use many keywords for indexing. I try to make the description at least 2,000 characters long. What are the main rules? You might think, well, then I'll just insert as many keywords as possible into the text, separated by commas. But it doesn't work that way. Despite the fact that very few users, literally a couple of %, read the description, it needs to be readable. Here, our focus is not so much on the users, but on the Google Play algorithms, because the algorithms understand when a description is of low quality. Therefore, the description must be structured for readability. Use paragraphs, lists, and highlighting to separate different sections and key points. My checklist for app descriptions includes the following points. Feel free to take a screenshot so you don't lose them. Tell the user about the main functionality of the app. Mention the features and advantages of the app. I suggest limiting keyword repetition to no more than once every 250 characters to circumvent the risk of keyword stuffing, which could lead the Google Play algorithm to interpret the practice negatively. Make sure to incorporate crucial keywords exactly as they are, without altering their endings or plurality, precisely in the order you discovered them, especially those with high traffic that are significant to you. Do not fill your metadata with words that are not directly related to your app. From an ASO perspective, there's no point in doing that. Relevance is everything. Remember the prohibition on using keywords about the number of installations, awards, and incentives that are not related to the app's functionality. Let's shift our focus to the App Store, where there's a key difference from Google Play. Unlike Google Play, where keywords need to be repeated multiple times within the metadata, in the App Store, a single mention in the metadata is enough for indexing. The app name, limited to 30 characters, is the most critical field for indexing purposes. It's essential to fill this space with highly relevant and impactful keywords. Following the app name is the subtitle, a 30-character field visible to users and located directly beneath the app name. It's another prime spot for including keywords. I've noticed a common mistake among apps skipping this field, which means losing out on valuable indexing opportunities. Regarding the description and promotional text, it's important to note that keywords from these areas aren't indexed, making them purely for user engagement. Next up is the keywords field, not visible to users. This field has its own strategy for completion. You'll need to compile your keywords, break them down into unique words, and list them separated by commas. If this process seems daunting, there's no need to worry. You can leverage the free keyword builder tool. Simply input your semantic core, and it will arrange your keywords in a format that's optimized for the App Store's algorithms. Plus, we're going to discuss an incredibly user-friendly tool that simplifies the entire process into just a few clicks, so there's no reason to be overwhelmed by the complexity. Now let's move on to ASO life hacks. App Store localization isn't just translating your app. It's about customizing your app's metadata to resonate with various local markets. This strategy not only makes your app appealing to a global audience, but also provides extra space for keywords, enhancing your app's visibility. For those specializing in ASO, leveraging localization is a crucial strategy. By utilizing extra locales, you can greatly enhance your app's presence in various search queries. Take Spain as an example, where apps can be listed in 3 locales: Spanish, English, and Catalan. This allows for the inclusion of up to 30 characters for the title, 30 for the subtitle, and 100 characters for keywords in every language, expanding your app's reach. Want to broaden your keyword scope in a single language? Consider this strategy. If the US market is your focus and you're maxing out your keyword limit, opting for a secondary locale such as Spanish, Mexico, and continuing to write in English can grant you an extra 160 characters for your English keywords. This approach works well, provided your app isn't directly targeting Spanish-speaking users. You can learn about different localizations in the ASOMobile App Store localization table in ASO section. It's important to remember that keywords are only combined within the same locale. This means if your keywords in the English version include bricks and in the Spanish version include kids, they won't combine to index kids bricks in the US search. We've compiled a list of keywords and familiarized ourselves with the metadata formation rules for the most popular app stores. Interestingly, the metadata compilation algorithms in other stores are quite similar. It mainly requires reading their guidelines and understanding the subtleties. Now, let's transition into hands-on practice. We're going to switch to ASOMobile's ASO Creator tool next. On the left, you'll find your keyword list, identical to the one in the ASO monitor. To the right, there are fields to complete, which vary by store. Beginning with the App Store, you'll notice fields for the title, subtitle, and keywords. The title, being crucial for keywords, is where we start. We craft the title using the most pertinent keywords. To copy keywords from your list, simply click on them. Then, place them into any metadata field, and they'll be color highlighted on the list. The progress bar at the top shows how many keywords from your list have been utilized. Our aim is to incorporate as many keywords as possible to fully populate the progress bar. We proceed to fill in the subtitle in the same manner. Note that repeating a word will cause it to be highlighted in red. While not an error, we highlight this to suggest avoiding keyword duplication, though it's at your discretion to keep it. Filling in the keyword section is particularly exciting. Hit the Generate button and a keyword list compliant with App Store guidelines will be created for you. This algorithm ensures the use of unique words by excluding any already placed in the title or subtitle. For those with extensive keyword lists, priority is given to terms more frequently found in your semantic core. Additionally, you can switch between locales and fill out multiple locales, with each locale being highlighted in its own color for easier navigation. Then, copy each field and paste it into the console, or you can download all metadata at once. Let's shift our focus to Google Play now. Switching between applications is a breeze. Choose the app you want to work with, found on the left side of the App Edition button. On Google Play, you'll find fields for a title, a short description, and a full description. However, the basic approach remains the same. As you fill in the information on the right side, keywords get highlighted in the list on the left. Keep an eye on the progress bar at the top and try to utilize as many keywords as possible. Fill in all metadata fields, and repeating words can actually be beneficial here. Also, each field shows a character limit, so aim to maximize this to your advantage. You have the option to craft your descriptions directly here, integrating the keywords to ensure none are missed in your text. Personally, I never draft these texts on my own. I either delegate them to a copywriter or more recently turn to ChatGPT for assistance. Wondering how to create a prompt quickly and effortlessly? Simply navigate to the Unique Words tab, copy them, and request ChatGPT or your copywriter to draft descriptions utilizing these words. They are sorted by default from the most to the least frequently used in your semantic core. Therefore, you can confidently ask to use the top 10 of words more frequently, aiming for about 3% of the text, and incorporate the others at least once or twice. Once your text is ready, insert it here to ensure all keywords are incorporated. Keep an eye on the progress bar and color coding in the list for tracking. Copy it and paste it into your console. The initial phase of metadata preparation is complete. Now we wait for the market to index your application. However, you'll need to periodically update and monitor them. We'll move on to that next. To track performance, we need 3 tools. A free one, Keyword Monitor. Here, we track the keywords we've added to our list. essentially the most crucial queries for us. Also, app keywords to see which keywords our app has been indexed for. I've shown you both of these tools. But my favorite is the ASO dashboard, where I check my app's search visibility daily. Within the ASO dashboard, you'll encounter metrics such as search visibility, a metric that gauges your app's visibility in search results within a given country, with 100 being the peak score. But don't lose heart if you're not at 100. That level of visibility is rare, reserved for giants like Instagram. Below, a graph allows you to track shifts in your search visibility. Up next, indexed keywords display the count of keywords your app is indexed for, a figure that should ideally be on an upward trajectory. Keyword movements track the shifts in keyword rankings, a critical metric to monitor. The keywords. Distribution is a chart where each column shows the daily distribution of keywords. The most impactful keywords are those in the top spots, as positions below the 5th are less likely to drive traffic. Your goal should be to keep your keywords within this optimal zone. My personal favorite is the downloads by keywords chart, showcasing the keyword distribution likely driving app downloads. Adding a competitor's app to this analysis can reveal which keywords are working for them, insights that could prove effective for you as well. This data can be found detailed in a table under Organic Downloads in the menu. The last visual, your semantic core chart, enables a comparison between 2 dates to observe growth in your keyword indexing. Hovering over a keyword reveals its details. The bigger the circle, the higher the traffic, and its color denotes its rank, with the left side showing keywords where your app ranks highest. It's recommended to check ASO dashboard charts daily to keep tabs on your app's search performance, particularly after you've updated your text metadata to measure your ASO strategy's success. To track the update dates of your app or your competitors' apps, make sure to utilize the timeline tool. This chart displays the app's changes. By hovering over any point, you can identify the types of update, text, or visual changes. Alternatively, the table below offers a detailed overview. There are plenty more tools at our disposal, but I'll save you from an endless video. Each tool features tips at the top, where you can read about each tool or watch other videos on the channel. Remember to use my promo code for a 40% discount on ASOMobile, ASO Beginner, available in the description. Make sure to subscribe to our channel for insights on ASO and the latest in the mobile app market. Your likes and comments help promote this video and assist developers in getting their apps discovered.